Paddington, Paddington Bear. Hey there, viewers, got a Paddington reaction for you with Paddington celebrates Mrs. Bird Day.
Of your most marvelous marmalade.
Oh, so it's a special marmalade. What's that food right next to him? Do you see that?
Let me start at the beginning.
Paddington. Oh, no, seriously, what is going on here? Is it like Mrs. Bird's birthday or something, and they're setting up balloons? And wait, look at Mr. Brown with Mrs. Bird's hair and the trousers. It looks exactly like Mrs. Bird, but is it like Mrs. Bird's birthday today or something? But why did the title say Paddington celebrates Mrs. Bird Day? Is it like, yeah, it should be called Paddington celebrates Mrs. Bird's birthday. But we're about to find out. Is it her birthday or is it for something else? Is it for something for celebrating her? That the day that she came here for the family or something? I don't know. Let's see.
Happy Mrs. Bird's Day, Paddington.
The hair. Does Paddington even know what's going on?
Paddington.
Wow, even the kids dressed up. Wait, are you telling me they had to paint their clothes as green? So Paddington doesn't even know what's going on. Why didn't the Browns say yesterday, oh, Paddington, please do not tell Mrs. Bird about this. We're about to celebrate a special day. But are those the memory photos they're making?
What's going on?
I'm wondering
it's
as
Mrs.
well.
Bird's Day. It's the day we celebrate Mrs. Bird to thank her for all the things she does for us.
Oh, yeah, that is a good idea, actually. Really? Oh, this is so cute. I think that was the first day they moved in, right? Aww. I love the memories, though. Man, we all love Mrs. Bird. And it's a really good idea to celebrate a Mrs. Bird's Day for all the things. I mean, it's actually quite a good idea celebrating Mrs. Bird's Day because you know what happens? She helps out with the house all the time. She does the gardening, she does the dishes, helps out with the family, probably makes dinner and all that, mend things, clean things, help people out. Whenever Paddington and the kids are worried, she's there to help them. Like, we all love Mrs. Bird. Luckily to have her in the house and all that.
I should do something to thank Mrs. Bird too.
Really? Like, what? I'm interested. Oh! Is that her as a
What is
kid?
she eating in this picture?
Oh, is that a fish and egg?
Boiled egg and sardine sandwich.
Oh, like...
Perhaps they didn't have marmalade back
Would
then.
that be yummy or what?
Marmalade.
Yeah?
That gives me an idea.
Oh? Oh, is it the special marmalade from the beginning? Oh, how old is it?
Oranges,
Oh?
ripened in the deep
Very juicy as a what?
Prepared with such love and attention.
Hold on a second. Did Aunt Lucy make that for him? The special marmalade? It's like very juicy and it's full of love. I mean, Paddington did say in the beginning, do you remember making me the most marvelous marmalade? But next to Paddington, what was the food?
Only one jar is made every year.
Wow, like...
Aunt Lucy's most
Now I want to eat it.
marmalade.
So shiny. Man.
Such a special job.
Oh, look at Mrs. Brown's.
Oh, yes, Mrs. Brown. If I'm going to make a marmalade sponge
What is she
cake
doing,
for
though?
Mrs. Bird,
Marmalade sponge cake?
after everything she's done for me.
I mean, does
Aunt
she
Lucy
deserve
used
it?
her marvelous marmalade to make me wonderful sponge cakes.
Wow, so next to Paddington was the food of a sponge cake? I never knew it was a sponge cake. That's actually quite cool. Like, you see those juices? It's very... I'm guessing the special marmalade is very shiny, the lid, and it's very shiny, the juiciest. Very juicy, that's why it's light orange. Man, I'm really in the mood for oranges right now. But did you see Mrs. Brown's costume, though?
So happy thinking about them.
Wow, ever since the cub, though.
Paddington.
Nostalgia?
Memories from your past make you feel warm inside.
What's
Me,
my one,
most
though?
tasty childhood memory
Yeah?
is banana
Oh.
jelly.
Banana? I want to try that one day.
Well,
What is-
nostalgia sounds delicious.
Aww. Cute, though.
I don't seem to be
Oh. Is it stuck
able to open the
fast?
jar.
Use the strongest person, like...
It seems to be stuck.
Wow, but how...
Don't panic, Paddington.
Oh.
I'll open it.
Mr. Brown to the rescue. What are you doing?
Thank you.
Let's see what happens. Use the strongest... Oh! How?
Well, I'm afraid that's
How
completely
stuck
impossible,
is
Paddington.
that lid?
Impossible, Mr. Brown.
Wait, what? How? How fast is that lid? How stuck is it? Like, it's so difficult to come out. Is Paddington's gonna make a marmalade sponge at this point? Or maybe gonna have to use one of the other marmalades. But Paddington has opened the marmalade before, though, so I guess it's maybe you shouldn't have squeezed it tight. Maybe it might be old and it's full of dust and it just if you get it.
I have to make the sponge before Mrs. Bird gets home.
From where? Where is
Someone
Mrs.
must
Bird
be able to
though?
open it.
Is she staying
I'm
over
afraid
at
that's
a
very unlikely.
country? Are you actually? Oh, oh no, Mr. Curry's again. What's that thing he's got in his eye? Is it like a zooming in eye where you can zoom in at the gnome while painting? But to be honest, the gnome with the mustache actually looks rather cool. But it's the same gnome before. Is he making the same gnomes? But you're asking your neighbour. What about next door neighbour to the right? I want to see that neighbour. We have seen Mr. Oh!
Can't talk. Very busy.
Yeah, he's busy making the gnome, right?
Mr. Curry, the lid is stuck fast on this jar.
Ah.
You are the only one strong enough.
Is he now? He's an old
to save
person.
Mrs. Bird's special day from being cakeless.
Oh!
Why didn't you say so, Bear?
Man, he's actually doing it instead of saying, nope, I'm very busy. Oh! Man, that came out easily.
Don't worry, I just...
Let me know in the comments what that thing is called. This thing.
Surprise!
Oh! Oh! Your muscles will hurt at that rate. And your hands. Oh, that would have hurt as well. Yep. Oh, wait a sec. There's actually a gnome soap? But when you pour it out, it's just coming out soap. Or from the body. You're losing its blood, mate. Oh my goodness. Like, if imagine I was a slip and someone just chopped my head off and poured blood in it. That will turn... Oh my goodness, no thank you.
There's no time for a bath, Mr. Curry.
But why...
For me,
Yeah.
it's for the marmalade.
Why are you washing... Are you washing the dust
It's
off?
dirty, Mr. Curry.
I mean, it's full of dust, though.
The jar and the lid expand.
Oh, yes, those things.
Making it easier to open.
Okay, let's see.
Clever, Mr. Curry.
Full of mines. Will it actually work, or...
Watch and
We'll see.
learn, Paddington. Oh, yes, please. I love to learn.
Man, everyone loves to learn. I guess everyone likes to learn. You should have... Oh, you should have put it in for a bit longer, though. But he expanded... Oh, he expanded...
Well, I need to open this jar if I'm going to make my marmalade sponge.
Heating exam was a very good idea though, Mr. Curry, but you didn't even think about being slippery. I mean, it's no longer stuck fast, but I guess it's slippery to open due to that. But, how is he going to open it? Are we going to spend the whole episode doing
It really does
it?
bring back such happy memories from when I was a cub.
Aww.
It was curry.
I would like to see the movie
gravy for
all
me.
over again.
That
Curry
sounds
gravy?
spicy and delicious.
Oh yeah,
So
Mr. Curry.
cold, because it was an old family recipe.
Ooh!
Used to make it on a Sunday.
Roasted, huh? Roast Sunday, I mean. Oh!
Oniony and so
Oh.
thick and glossy you could see.
Man, he loves gravy so
I
much.
love a drop of gravy.
Please don't tell me he's doing that in the
That
bar.
sounds wonderful.
Yes.
Well, thank you for trying, Mr. Curry. Perhaps we'll ask Mr. Gruber if he has any. Enjoy your bath.
Oh yeah, Mr. Gruber is strong! I'm not gonna be mean, but his muscles are quite losing the weight like that.
Sponge cake sounds very special
Oh!
indeed.
No! You're acting so real this time with those night things, Mr. Gruber. Yes! You're actually gonna open it. It's gonna come true, innit?
My papa's home made a goulash.
Goulash?
Hearty and
Oh yeah, I have heard of goulash
He would make
before.
it for me so
Yeah,
I
oh.
would grow up to be
Wow.
big and strong.
Imaginations, though. As him as a shrunk and you can lift it up.
But
Oh.
maybe not strong enough.
Use your muscle.
Something with more grip.
By the way, you can ask my papa to open any lid you want. He's very strong. I'm strong as well. I'm a papa as well. Oh, are you really gonna use... Oh, no. No, that's pottery right there. Oh, actually, I'm starting to feel very sorry for Paddington. Yeah.
Open the
Oh, is he gonna? Not the magic trick.
I'm sorry, Paddington.
Oh.
It seems stuck fast.
Poor Paddington. I'm starting to feel sorry for him.
Someone who opens jars all the time. But we do, Mr. Gruber.
No, Paddington opens jars all the
Thank
time.
you, Mr. Gruber. Huh?
Yep.
We do.
Oh my
Easy.
Oh, you went all the way to the park, Sophia.
To tell the jar just what to do.
Is that right, or
Friend for Paddington, right?
I really want to know how stuck fast is it?
It seems not to be listening.
Oh,
thank
do you think it's
for
gonna come
trying,
true?
Sophia. Oh, I've tried everything.
No.
Mr. Brown was right.
Even Sophia feels sorry for him. I like how she
I
cares.
wanted to make my marmalade sponge from when I was a cub.
Oh, how long?
Sorry, Paddington.
How many years has
You
it
know,
been since he
when I was
hasn't?
young, my
When he's been
favorite
eating
thing
the
to
marmalade
eat was a
sponge,
fruit
am I right?
called Maracuja.
Oh.
Every summer, my family and I would go.
Wait, is this Peru or is it Colombia? Does she go to Colombia like every summer, like just to pick some fruit for her family? Oh my god! Like, is it? Wait, can I just hear what she just said? Is it called?
And I so wanted to make my marmalade sponge from when I was a cub.
One day I'll try it.
Paddington. You know, when I was young,
Mhm.
my favorite thing to eat was a fruit called maracuja.
Maracuja. Is that some kind of Colombian fruit? Wow, I want to know what it looks
Every
like. I'm gonna
summer,
search it
my
up.
family and I would go to the local orchard
Ooh.
and pick maracuja.
So that's
They
what.
were so sweet and juicy.
Oh, I'd like to try it.
Wonderful, Sophia.
A Colombian food.
Mrs. Brown's favourite was banana jelly.
What's mine?
Mr. Curry's
What's your favourite food? Let me know in the
Gruber
comments.
is goulash. And I
Yeah.
had my most favourite marmalade sponge.
Marmalade's his
So
childhood,
wanted to
isn't
make
it?
For Mrs. Bird's special day.
You're
Oh,
making
but
the marmalade sponge for Mrs. Bird?
yeah, what do you
I
expect?
thought you were making it for
Does she
you.
not- Does she not know it's Mrs. Bird's day
Of course.
or something?
You're right, Sophia.
Yeah. So what have you got? Oh no, it's too late. She's coming home now.
Home sweet home.
Now what? What? I was gonna say, where's the introduction? Yeah.
Oh, look at this place.
I love-
We've all gone to so much trouble.
Man, they set everything up, the house while Paddington was out, and yeah, everyone set their house up. I love the little, they used the chair as a throne, right? Yeah.
Me.
Wow, I'm so,
Oh, such precious memories.
hold on a second, look at all these photos over here. Oh, sorry. These are actually flashbacking for episodes. So the one up there, that must be the meteor shower episode, and here must be Paddington and the love date cards, and that's the meteor shower. Wait, that's Paddington and the banana. When did you ever screenshot that? That's supposed to be Paddington and their Halloween. There's the fundraising episode. I'm thinking that's the hobby episode, yeah. And Paddington plans a party. Paddington and the house, yes. And there's Paddington and the talent show. And there's the picture of her when she was young. They actually took photos of her while flashback into episodes. That's rather cool.
Oh, Mr. Brown.
Wow, Mr. Brown.
Really coming on?
Actually playing the bagpipes though.
Extra songs just for today.
Oh, what are the extra songs? I want to listen to them.
I have to say, I'm feeling a wee bit peckish.
If you're
Oh.
feeling hungry, I've got just the thing.
Oh, did he manage to get the old marmalade open or what?
I've made something especially for you.
Yeah, what is it though?
Is that
Is
what I
it?
think it is?
Yeah.
Boiled egg and sardine sandwiches.
Wow, and you're actually
I haven't had
giving
one
it
of
to
these
her?
since I was Judy's age.
a long time?
Favorite.
You haven't even eaten it for a long. Oh my!
A wee taste of home.
Oh,
We
that's
all
so
just want to thank
sweet.
you for everything you do for us.
You really
Oh,
are a rare sort of bear.
What
Yeah.
about the marmalade, Paddington?
Yeah.
Did you get it open?
oh
It's
no!
stuck tight, I'm afraid.
Toss it here.
Oh, you're asking Mrs. Bird and how? How is that possible? I get it. It's Mrs. Bird's day. No one could open it except for Mrs. Bird. We are thankful to have her.
I loosened it,
Everyone tried. Is it doing it
Thank
for a
you.
reason?
but I think we'll save this
Yep.
for another time.
What about the marmalade sponge?
Mrs. Bird's day.
You didn't give it the
Mrs.
marmalade
Bird shared the
sponge?
sandwiches,
Oh,
so we all got a taste, Aunt Lucy.
you're actually giving
It was
it.
actually quite delicious. I
Oh.
was so pleased I was able to show my appreciation for Mrs. Bird.
Oh,
today.
so
She's 1 in a million, and we're
And
very lucky to have her.
Paddington made a marmalade
Especially since
sponge.
she baked me a
Oh.
marmalade sponge.
Wow.
Paddington.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. That's real amazing right there. We are thankful to have Mrs. Bird. Like, Mrs. Bird made a marmalade sponge. I thought Paddington was going to make it for her, but no. When Sophia said, I thought you were making it for you, she's like, oh yes, I'll make it for myself because it's a big old jizz. But it's like, you know, you could like, I feel like they're doing a swap and they're like, oh, let's have boiled egg and sardine sandwiches. Let Paddington have that. Whereas Mrs. Bird had the marmalade sponge, but no, it's the other way around. Like, they're having their favourite things because it tastes of home, because if Paddington tasted it, it'll taste of home, wouldn't it? So I guess the marmalade sandwiches, toast and all that, crumpets, the burgers from the other episode ago. So all those stuff is his childhood. What's your favourite childhood food? Let me know in the comments. I don't know what mine's gonna be. I've been tasting all these foods for years, but I don't really know what's my childhood. Maybe I should ask my parents, but oh wow, this episode is very thankful for Mrs. Bird. Like, I'm very appreciated for having Mrs. Bird because she does everything. We flash back to the photos were episodes, and well, when we flash back from the beginning of the episode, I don't think they were episodes. I think they were just flashbacks when they were together. But this is a really sweet thing to do. That was a really good idea, but whoever's idea that was, it was a really good idea to make a special day for Mrs. Bird, because how long has Mrs. Bird been in the house for? Is it the day that Mrs. Bird comes to the Brown family? It wasn't her birthday or anything, but I think it was the day when Mrs. Bird came to the Brown family house. And she does all the nice things, like to help the bear out and all that stuff, making everything. But we only saved Mrs. Bird's day till the end because we spent the whole entire episode focused on opening the marmalade jar. No one could open it. No one could. And Mrs. Bird opened it. And it's like, it's Mrs. Bird's day. Are they doing this for a reason? Do the creators think it's Mrs. Bird's doing it day? And Mrs. Bird's very that strong? I always think Mr. Gruber's strong, but it's actually Mrs. Bird. I don't know who's the strongest throughout the show though, but man, this is a wonderful thing to do. And Paddington's right, she's 1 in a million and we're lucky to have her. And I cannot wait to react to the movie and see what it's going to be all about. It's been a while since I've watched it, so I won't get to react to it again. But either way, I really enjoyed this episode. This is a very good episode and the creators did what they all planned to do. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to give a like and subscribe if you haven't done so. And let me know if you're going to comment below. I'll catch you next time.